Hey everyone, Chris Fix here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that every car owner needs to know about: engine oil. It's not just a routine maintenance item, it's truly the lifeblood of your car. Engine oil is absolutely essential because it keeps all the moving parts inside your engine running smoothly, reducing friction and preventing metal-on-metal contact. Without enough oil, or if your oil gets too old and dirty, your engine can overheat, parts can wear down way faster than they should, and you could be facing a massive repair bill or even a total engine failure. Think of engine oil like the blood in your body. Just as blood is vital for your health, engine oil is vital for your car's health. Blood carries oxygen and nutrients to your cells, and engine oil does something similar. It carries away dirt, tiny metal particles, and debris, while also reducing friction between all those fast-moving engine parts. This not only helps your engine stay cool and run efficiently, but it also protects it from damage and helps it last for many years, saving you money in the long run. So, whether you're a seasoned mechanic, a weekend DIYer, or someone who's just starting to learn about cars, knowing how to check and change your engine oil is one of the most important skills you can have as a car owner. And don't worry if you've never done it before. It's not as complicated or intimidating as it might seem at first. In this guide, I'll walk you through the entire process step by step, using simple language and clear visuals, so anyone can follow along. By the end, you'll feel confident about taking care of your car's engine oil. Let's get started. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty of changing your oil, let's gather up everything we'll need. Don't worry, you don't need a fancy mechanic's toolbox for this job. Most of these items are probably lying around your garage or easily found at your local auto parts store. Here's your checklist. New engine oil. Make sure you get the right type and amount for your car. Check your owner's manual for the recommended grade and capacity. New oil filter. Again, consult your owner's manual or ask your local auto parts store for the correct filter for your car model. Wrench, to loosen the drain plug. Socket set, for removing the oil filter. Oil filter wrench. This makes removing the filter a whole lot easier, trust me. Funnel, prevents spills when pouring new oil. Drain pan, to catch the old oil. Gloves, to keep your hands clean. Rags, for wiping up any spills. Safety glasses, to protect your eyes from splashes. Got everything? Great. Now let's move on to some important safety tips. Working on your car can be fun and rewarding, but safety should always be your top priority. Remember, we're dealing with hot oil and heavy car parts, so it's important to take precautions to avoid injuries. Here are a few golden rules to follow. Always work in a well-ventilated area. Engine exhaust fumes are dangerous, so make sure there's plenty of fresh air circulating. Never work under a car supported only by a jack. Always use jack stands for maximum stability. Let the engine cool down completely before draining the oil. Hot oil can cause serious burns. Wear safety glasses and gloves. Protect your eyes and hands from splashes and spills. Dispose of used oil properly. Old oil is harmful to the environment, so take it to a designated recycling center. Remember, it's better to be safe than sorry. Now that we've covered safety, let's move on to checking your oil level. Before you change your oil, it's a good idea to check the current level and condition of the oil. This simple step can help you catch potential problems early and ensure your engine stays healthy. Regularly checking your oil is one of the easiest ways to keep your car running smoothly and avoid costly repairs down the road. By taking a moment to inspect your oil, you'll get a sense of how much oil your engine is using and whether there are any obvious signs of trouble, like a low level or unusual color. This quick check can also alert you to leaks or engine wear before they become serious issues. Here's how to check your oil. First, park your car on a level surface to get an accurate reading, and make sure the engine is off and has cooled down for a few minutes. This helps the oil settle back into the pan, giving you a true measurement. Next, locate the dipstick. It's usually a brightly colored handle, often yellow or orange, sticking out of the engine block. If you're unsure, check your owner's manual for its exact location. Then, pull out the dipstick and wipe it clean with a rag or paper towel. This removes any oil that may have splashed up during driving so you can get a clear reading. After that, reinsert the dipstick all the way in, making sure it goes back into the tube completely. Wait a second, then pull it out again for an accurate check. Now pull out the dipstick again and check the oil level. Look closely at the markings on the end of the dipstick. They usually say add and full, or have two dots or lines. The oil should be between the add and full marks. If it's below the minimum mark, your engine doesn't have enough oil, which can cause damage if not addressed. Also, observe the oil's color and consistency. Healthy oil should be smooth and somewhat transparent, not thick or sludgy. Fresh oil is usually a light amber color, while old oil can be dark, gritty, or even have a burnt smell. If you notice any metal particles or a milky appearance, it could indicate a more serious problem. If the oil level is low, you'll need to add more. Use the type of oil recommended in your owner's manual and pour it in slowly, checking the level as you go to avoid overfilling. If the oil looks dirty, gritty, or smells burnt, it's definitely time for an oil change. Clean oil is essential for protecting your engine and keeping it running efficiently. Now let's gather your supplies and get ready for the oil change. With these simple checks, you're already on your way to better car care and a longer-lasting engine. Alright, now that we've checked our oil and gathered our supplies, it's time to get our hands dirty. The first step is to prepare our workspace and our car for the oil change. So, here's what you need to do. First, park your car on a level surface and engage the parking brake. This makes sure your car won't roll away while you're working underneath it. Next, pop the hood and secure it with the support rod. That'll give you easy access to the engine bay. Now, locate the engine oil drain plug. It's usually found on the underside of the engine oil pan. After that, place the drain pan directly underneath the drain plug. This will catch the old oil when you remove the plug. Now that everything is in place, let's move on to draining the old oil. With everything set up, it's time to say goodbye to that old, grimy oil. This is where things start to get messy, but don't worry, we've got you covered. So here's how to drain the old oil. First, put on your gloves and safety glasses. Remember, safety first. Next, use the wrench to loosen the drain plug, turning it counterclockwise. But don't remove it completely just yet. Once the plug is loose, position the drain pan directly underneath it. Then carefully unscrew the drain plug by hand and let the old oil flow into the pan. Just be careful, the oil might still be warm. Let the oil drain completely. This can take a few minutes. While the oil is draining, let's move on to changing the oil filter. With the old oil draining away, it's the perfect time to replace the oil filter. The oil filter plays a crucial role in keeping your engine clean and healthy by trapping dirt and debris that can damage internal components. So, here's how to replace the oil filter. First, locate the old oil filter. It's usually a cylindrical canister located near the engine block. Next, use the oil filter wrench to loosen the old filter by turning it counterclockwise. Once the filter is loose, carefully unscrew it by hand and remove it. Just be careful, some oil may spill out. Before installing the new filter, lubricate the rubber gasket on the new filter with a bit of fresh engine oil. This helps create a good seal. Then, screw the new filter onto the engine block by hand until it's snug, but don't over-tighten it. Now that we've got a fresh filter in place, let's move on to adding the new oil. With the old oil drained, your engine is now free of the dirty, worn-out oil that's been collecting grime and debris over time. This is a crucial step, as old oil can't protect your engine the way fresh oil can. And with the new filter installed, you're ensuring that only clean oil will circulate through your engine, catching any particles that might try to sneak through. Now, it's time to give your engine a refreshing drink of new oil. This is what keeps all those moving parts running smoothly and prevents friction and heat from causing damage. This is the home stretch, folks. You've done the hard work, and now you're almost finished. Here's how to add new engine oil, step by step, so you can be confident you're doing it right. First, locate the oil filler cap. It's usually a large cap on top of the engine with the oil can symbol on it. If you're unsure, check your owner's manual for the exact location. Remove the oil filler cap by twisting it counterclockwise. Set it aside in a safe place so it doesn't get lost or dirty. Place the funnel in the oil filler hole to help prevent spills and make pouring easier. Carefully pour the new engine oil into the funnel, taking your time to avoid overfilling or splashing oil onto the engine. Always refer to your owner's manual for the correct amount and type of oil your engine needs. Using the right oil is essential for optimal performance and longevity. Once you've added the required amount of oil, double-check the bottle to make sure you haven't under or overfilled. Remove the funnel and replace the oil filler cap, making sure it's tightened securely to prevent leaks. Start the engine and let it run for a minute or two so the new oil can circulate throughout the engine, reaching every moving part. Turn off the engine and wait a few minutes for the oil to settle back into the oil pan. This helps you get an accurate reading when you check the level. Check the oil level again using the dipstick. Wipe it clean, reinsert it, Then pull it out to see if the oil is at the correct mark. If it's a little low, add more oil as needed, but be careful not to overfill. And there you have it. You've just given your engine the care it deserves. You've successfully changed your engine oil, which means your car is ready for many more miles of smooth driving. Now let's clean up our mess, making sure to properly dispose of the old oil and filter at a recycling center. Great job! We're almost done. Now it's time to clean up our workspace and dispose of the old oil responsibly. Here's how to clean up. Carefully slide the drain pan with the old oil away from under the car. Avoid spilling. Pour the old oil from the drain pan into a container that can be sealed, like an empty oil jug or a dedicated used oil container. Wipe up any spills or drips with rags. Dispose of the used oil and filter properly by taking them to a designated recycling center. Most auto parts stores will also accept used oil for recycling. Lower your car from the jack stands. Close the hood. Congratulations, you've successfully changed your engine oil and cleaned up like a pro. Now let's talk about how often you should do this. To keep your engine running smoothly and prevent premature wear and tear, it's important to change your oil regularly. But how often is regularly? While the old adage of changing your oil every 3,000 miles is a good starting point, it's best to consult your owner's manual for the manufacturer's recommended oil change intervals. Modern engines and synthetic oils have extended oil change intervals significantly, often ranging from 5,000 to 7,500 miles, or even longer. Following your car's specific maintenance schedule will ensure optimal engine performance and longevity. Remember, keeping up with regular oil changes is one of the easiest and most effective ways to extend the life of your engine and prevent costly repairs down the road. So, grab your tools, get your hands dirty, and give your car the love it deserves. Until next time, this is Chris Fix, reminding you that with the right knowledge and a little bit of elbow grease, you can tackle any DIY car repair project.